What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are back today with another Red Star Orb opening video, as well as review for the newest character in the Marvel Strike universe, being Misty Knight, shooting herself into battle. She is going to fully join the Heroes for Allied team, but let's go through her quick highlights here, as well as dive into the Red Stars, and then last but not least, take a look at her overall kit. You can see that with the strengths here, she's going to bring on high health, high focus, as well as damage, so really kind of providing that overall damage for the team, as well as being tankier. As well, she does have the opportunity to actually have stuns and ability block, furthering the versatility of this team, especially in war. And then you can see that her abilities have that to actually ignore the taunt and stealth and war defense. That's really how she's going to synergize. And last but not least, her attacks actually can't be blocked if Colleen is her ally, so really that's going to be the key thing. As you can see here, we are going to get that increased chance here of 15% of the Red Star Orb, so definitely we got to take advantage of that today, as well as take a look closely into her kit, so the T4 recommendations. Personally, for myself, I do like to spend about 5 to 10 to aim for a 2 or 3 red. So before you guys dive in, I know from previous updates, sometimes it's not effective. So important to check the eye here for additional information. Scrolling to the very bottom here, let's take a look. The Red Star Orb promotions, scrolling to the bottom, I just usually grab the 2-star just in case, and then you should be able to see that there's an extra 15% chance. They've already confirmed that this team is going to be one of the most versatile war defense teams in the game, so definitely something we got to be mindful of, and that's why it's good to build, especially with the Red Star increasing their overall health percentage. That being said, we got 17 here. Let's open a few and see how this goes. So, ideally, I always try to aim for a 2 or 3 red. So right away, from the very get-go, we already get the 2 red. And you can see on the right there, unfortunately, now with the promotion gone, we do actually only get the 1 dark Red Star credit. So unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit longer time to build up Ultron if you guys are trying to look for that, but it is what it is. That's one there. I am quite happy with 2 red, but you know what? Just because for the sake of this entertainment, let's go ahead and open a few more and see how our luck is doing today. Ideally, it would be nice if we can get a 3. Duplicate, which does help for our future orb openings. Open a few more here, and if that's the 2 red that we're going to end up with, it is what it is. I'm quite pleased usually with the 2 or 3, because as well, it only usually costs 10 to actually upgrade to the 3 as well. So to me, that's a pretty good bang for buck in my opinion, especially if the luck's not really in our favor. I may or may not open more throughout the week, but you just never know. Yep, there you go. That is the 7. I do want to keep saving for future characters, especially with given how unpredictable Scopely can be sometimes. So I'm going to save the 10 there, but that's it for the Red Star opening. That being said, how she overall synergizes with Colleen Wing, especially given what the benefits we've already seen. So first and foremost, basic attack being Bionic Pummel. Taking a look here, you can see that she's going to apply primary target damage for 100% as well. Whenever Colleen is the ally, you can see this attack cannot be blocked, so that's going to be the beautiful aspect of it. And really, the one thing I'm noticing is that increase in chance to apply the defense down. So, we start off with 10%, 20, 40, 60, and then as well as 80%. So we get an almost 80% chance to apply the defense down by level 6. And really, T4ing is going to guarantee the defense down, applying offense up. So I need to see how much more damage he is doing, but 80% chance pretty damn good. It's pretty much almost guaranteeing already. One nice caveat, however, is getting the T4 does give that increase in damage, as well as guaranteeing the offense up for a Colleen. So that could be extremely crucial, especially in battle. So definitely T4 worth considering, but let's take a look at the rest of her kit. Stopping Power special ability. She essentially applies her attack on a primary target, applying the stun as well as heal block. And you can see there's also a 50% chance that it actually chains to apply that ability block and heal block. So really good for shutting down characters nearby. However, the really key caveat is on war defense, she's going to apply that damage to the highest damage instead of the primary. So it's going to target the highest damage dealer, really kind of bypassing the taunt and stealth. On top of that, it actually also clears all the death proofs on the enemy summons, as well as attacking them for additional 200% damage and gaining additional focus for this attack. So it's going to be really crucial against those enemy summons. So that's really what's going to be very useful in terms of that, especially bypassing. That's really going to be the key difference. As you level this up, you can see that it just chains more and does more damage. The chain actually applies to 1 more adjacent target. Last but not least, if you were to actually T4 this, there's a 100% increase to summoned enemies, as well as a 40% increase. So, this is really great against characters that summon, such as Ultron, Mr. Sinister's clones. So those are the ones I kind of mind first of all, just that increase in damage damage. And on ward defense, that's really crucial, especially when you're trying to pierce through that defense, right? Last but not least, armed response is her ultimate, and what this does is essentially she is going to cleanse positive conditions from the primary target. On top of that, she also applies ability block and disruption, really shutting them down. And the key difference here is on ward defense, once again, it's going to target the enemy with the highest health instead of the primary target. So you're not going to even just care about who you target. You're really going to be focusing on that enemy that you want to take down ASAP, and also gaining additional focus on ward defense. So as this ability does get leveled up, you can see nothing crazy happens with the exception of the damage. Level 6 is the notable one because this one applies an extra 80% damage, and as well an extra 120% if it's T4. So 100%, this is an ability I would T4 right away. It could be very well the first one. And extremely synergizes with the rest of her kit because she's really just going to be doing a lot of damage overall for the team. Last but not least, Crew Captain is her passive here. And you can see on spawn, ward defense, she's actually going to grant 10 ability energy to herself as well as all the heroes for hire. So this is really where they're going to get a lot of value. She also gives them 2 speed up turns. On top of that, if the entire team is fully charged with the heroes for hire, she's going to, and she has the full health bar and she's not charged, she gains those 2 charges, which, similar to the heroes for hire, essentially what happens is if her health falls below that 50% threshold, she loses the charge and all negative conditions are cleansed as well as a full heal. So on top of that, she also gains offense up, 2 deflect, death proof, so just a boatload of benefits. As well, if she's charged, she also has that revive. Very, very key. Just something to be mindful of. This is going to apply to all the heroes for hire, so that's why they're so dangerous and potent right now. They could be very well the #1 war defense team after all these buffs. And you can see here, it only gets actually crazy here. As the level 2 goes up, you can see the speed bar will go up for herself and the heroes for hire. And then leveling this up, we're going to see an increase in dodge chance. And as well, last but not least, you can see here with the T4 on the enemy death, this applies a 2 speed up to 2 random heroes for hire. As well, lastly, on the enemy death, she's going to apply actually another 2 speed up for her heroes for hire. So really increasing the potency of this passive. And as well on ward defense, gaining an extra 40% focus for her abilities. Great overall kit. Definitely this is something I would T4 because this passive is just going to make the team even more dangerous after. You know, absolutely insane value in terms of being able to just add that to the heroes for hire, making them so potent, dangerous to deal with. 100%. I would start with a passive and ultimate. But overall, her kit is really strong. Like, even her special here, increased damage overall to the summoned enemies. I mean, this is going to be absolutely huge. Her entire kit's looking really useful. So definitely, I don't know if, she already has a naturally high health bar, but if you guys want to boost her up as much as possible, she's going to be doing a lot of damage based on what I'm seeing right now, especially with Misty Knight. She's going to be doing a lot of damage right now, especially with Colleen Wing synergizing her, and especially synergizing with the heroes for hire, which potentially could be a team that could be unlocking the next legendary. So just food for thought. Usually they go for the 2 farmable characters and 2 new. So this so far looks like it is fitting the quota right now. So just a heads up, something to keep mindful of if there is going to be a 5th member of the team. But anyways, that's looking pretty strong right now, you guys. Thank you as always for watching. Do appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Hope this was able to help provide some insight. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.